Graphing Linear Equations Video 1. Today we're going to go through a handful of examples on how to graph a linear equation. A lot of what we're doing stems back to what we talked about in Chapter 4, where we are going to have our equations in function form. That's the first and most important thing, solve for y. So that dates actually back to Unit 1, when we are solving our linear equations for y, simplify all fractions, and keep everything in fraction form. Second, we want to be able to pick out, identify our y-intercept and our slope. So remember, this stems from our equation y equals mx plus b. M is our slope. That's the number we're multiplying x by. B is our y-intercept. It's where our graph crosses the y-axis. So in this equation, because it's 1/2 times x, the 1/2 is my slope. We are adding 2. My y-intercept is at the ordered pair 0, 2. Y-intercept is b. It's not what it stands for, but you want to think about b as where you begin. The b is your y-intercept, that's where you begin, so you will always graph your first point on your y-axis. Your y-axis is your vertical axis. This one is crossing at 2. Your slope is m. Again, it's not what it stands for, but m, think about it as how you move. We always want this in fraction form because it's telling us how much to move vertically in your numerator, horizontally in your denominator. Okay, so the numerator is telling you up or down. Up is positive, down is negative. The denominator is telling you right or left. Right is positive, left is negative. Since this is positive 1/2, it means move up 1 and move right 2. So from the point that I've graphed, from my y-intercept, where I begin, I'm going to take and move up 1 and then move to the right 2. Plot my next point. From that point, up 1, right 2, plot my next point, up 1, right 2. I'm following this pattern. Up 1, right 2, up 1, right 2. You can see now I've already got the forming of a line, but why didn't I go the other way? Well, the thing is, I could have. What you have to remember there is that 1/2 is the same as -1/-2, okay, where I change the sign of both numbers. This one would tell me I could have gone down 1 and -2 would have been left 2. So from my beginning point, my y-intercept, I could have traveled down 1, left 2. I'd still be on the same line. Down 1, left 2. So I'm just doing the opposite. I have all of my possible points that show up on this, on the coordinate plane that I've been provided. At that point, I take out some straight edge, your ID, a ruler, something, and I can draw my line. It should go through all the points. It's very difficult to do on my computer screen. I'll try one more time and see if I'm any more successful. Slightly. Last but not least, put arrows on the end of your line. You have to indicate that this line goes forever and it doesn't just stop. Okay, let's take a look at example 2 now. In example 2, I've also have it solved for y. I have to pick out b, my y-intercept, and m, my slope. Even though 4 comes first, that's my constant term, not the number I'm multiplying x by. Your constant term is your intercept. So I will call b 0, 4. I get that from my 4 here. What I'm multiplying x by here is not 3. I'm multiplying x by -3. Include that sign in front. So I would write that as a fraction so I can identify how much I'm going to move vertically and horizontally. That's -3/1, or I could write that as 1 over, oops, pardon me, that's a mistake, positive 3 over negative 1. Those would simplify to give me negative 3. Now, begin at 0, 4. Move negative 3 over 1, which would be down 3, right 1. Down 1, 2, 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 3, right 1. No more fit. So if I would have gone the other way, it would have been up 3, left 1. 1, 2, 3, up, left 1. 1, 2, 3, up, left 1. Take out my straight edge and do my best with the computer screen to go through all of my points, put arrows on my line. Alright, I want you guys to go ahead and try example 3 here on your own. Press pause, try it, unpause to check your answers.